I've been using Whitestone Dome's tempered glass screen protectors for many years now, and the Dome Glass Screen Protector has been the go-to screen protector for all of the Galaxy S Ultra devices. Now there's a couple different reasons why you'd want to use the liquid adhesive over some of the other screen protectors. One is the layer of adhesive actually gives you a little bit of extra drop protection, and the liquid adhesive also fills in any cracks or little scratches that you might have on your screen. So if you hate looking at your screen that has a scratch on it, the liquid adhesive will cover that up and it'll look like you have no scratches on your screen. And I know this because I tried this on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, which had a scratch on the screen. I installed the dome glass with liquid adhesive, and now I can't even notice that there's a scratch on my screen anymore. And you're definitely going to want to stick around until the end of the video because I will be doing a scratch test to see how scratch resistant this glass really is. And if you're a little nervous about installing liquid adhesive screen protectors, I really would. And if I can install this, I know you can. Just follow the steps that I do and you'll be perfectly fine. And if you guys want to pick this up, I will be putting product links in the video description. And by the end of this video, you'll know whether or not this screen protector is right for you. So let's get started. So first off, we get a UV light, and you want to make sure that this works before you start the installation. It uses USB Type-C, so all you need to do is plug it into like a phone adapter or some other charger that uses USB Type-C to see if it works. So I'll plug this in and press the power button, and we're good to go. We get 3 vials of adhesive, some port cover stickers, our installation packet, a cover for our fingerprint sensor, an installation guide, and 2 tempered glass screen protectors. So first take your installation tray and remove the little bridge from there. We need to install this little plastic piece. All you need to do is simply press it into the little slot here until you hear a little click. Then we're going to install these felt pads on each side of the guide. We also need to take a third one out of our installation packet, and we're going to install it on the bottom here. So the whole installation guide should look like this. Then take this little black piece. We want to stick it inside this little piece here. Make sure it slides freely in and out because it's going to be important later on. Next, we need to take our little port stickers and cover all the ports and buttons on our phone. Take out your S Pen, put that off to the side. And when you're done covering all the ports and buttons, it should look something like this. So now we're going to clean off the screen of our phone using your alcohol wipe, then dry it off. Then we're going to take our installation tray, making sure that this little piece up here with the S24 signifier goes towards the camera on your phone. We're just going to press this over our phone, press down. You want to make sure the screen is touching these arrows on each side of the guide. Then you're going to take your speaker grill sticker, peel that off very carefully, and we're going to put that over this plastic piece here, making sure the speaker grill gets covered. And I'd use this little black piece to kind of push down the sticker. So when you're done, the sticker should totally be covering your speaker grill on your phone. So then take your bridge, put it into the 2 slots on the guide, just like this. Take your black piece, slide it into that slot again, right above your sticker. Take one of your vials of adhesive. We're going to undo the white cap. Place it inside the little hole here and undo the black cap. All the liquid adhesive will flow onto the screen of the phone. Put the black cap back on, take this out, put the white cap back on, and then throw this away. Remove the bridge. Then get your screen protector. We're going to remove the protector sticker underneath the screen protector. Place the bottom down onto the screen and let the other side rest on top of this black piece. So now what we need to do is we're going to press down on the bottom of the guide, and we want this bubble to end up in the middle of these two arrows in a total circle. We don't want it to be oval. We need it to be as much of a circle as possible. Once that happens, we'll pull out the black piece here. What I like to do is use two hands to kind of manipulate the bubble. It just makes it easier, but you can do whatever makes you feel comfortable. So you can see the screen touch the bubble, and it's about in the center. It's as much as a bubble as it's going to be, so we'll pull out the black tab. And then just let all the liquid adhesive totally cover the whole screen. Do not touch anything. Get your little rubber piece ready for the fingerprint sensor. So once you're sure all the adhesive has covered the whole screen, you're going to take your little fingerprint rubber piece here, and we're going to put it right in between these two little arrows, just above it, because that's where our fingerprint sensor is going to be. And then just wait 30 seconds. Then get your UV light ready. So once the 30 seconds is up, we're going to do our first curing. We're going to cure the bottom, middle, and top for 15 seconds. All you need to do is press the button in one time, and it'll automatically count 15 seconds for you. Now I'll move to the middle. Do the same thing, 15 seconds. And then the top. Once that's done, you can remove the UV light. We're going to remove the little rubber piece, and we're going to press our phone outside of the guide. I would start with the very bottom, being very careful to press out the phone. So now we want to clean our phone off with an alcohol wipe. It doesn't seem like any of the adhesive has spilled out, so that's definitely a plus. Then we can dry that off. And then we're going to start our last curing. So now we're going to cure the screen for 60 seconds on the bottom, middle, and top, and then we're going to do it all over again. So 60 seconds on the bottom, just pressing the button 2 times. Then I'll move it to the middle, 60 seconds. And then the top, 60 seconds. And then do it all over one more time. Now that that's done, we can remove all the stickers from the side of the phone. And there we go. So as you saw, installation, there are some steps, but it's really not that hard. If you follow everything I did, it's going to come out perfect just like this. So it does have a cutout on the top for your front camera. The edges are also rounded off, so it's nice and smooth. As far as the touch goes, glass feels just as smooth as the glass that's on the phone. There also does seem to be a gap all the way around the screen for case compatibility. Let's test out our fingerprints. Fingerprints seem to be working just fine so far. No problems there. Yeah, fingerprints are working just fine. And if they're not, just re-register your fingerprints and turn up the sensitivity for the display and you should be fine. As you can see, it is crystal clear, nice and smooth. Everything's working fine. You can access the top, the bottom, the sides. Everything's working great. Now let's see what the screen looks like through polarized sunglasses. So that's kind of interesting. The screen kind of looks dirty. But if you turn it to the side, it looks totally fine. It's just up and down that the kind of effect comes. But anyway, you can still see the screen pretty easily if you're looking at it dead on. So now let's test out our S Pen. S Pen's working well on the screen. There is some resistance, but there are no issues that I can see whatsoever. So now let's put it in our case. So this is the Whitestone Dome Lappy case. Nice and clear. And as you can see, there's still a gap all the way around the edge of the screen, so the screen protector is not actually touching the case. There's no lifting, no bubbles, so the screen protector should be case friendly with most cases. So it's really looking great so far. Everything's working well and it looks really good. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So typically regular tempered glass starts to scratch around the Mohs hardness number 6, so we're going to start off with a number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look, we can see there's no scratches at the number 5. There are very light at the number 6 and deeper at the number 7. So scratch resistance seems to be a little better than regular tempered glass. So the installation for the screen protector was pretty involved, but it's really not that hard. It also seems to work well with the in-display fingerprint sensor and the S Pen. It does seem to be case friendly, and scratch resistance seems to be a little bit better than regular tempered glass. Now if you end up wanting to remove the screen protector, it's really not that bad at all. It doesn't leave any residue on the screen, and as long as I've been using the Whitestone Dome with liquid adhesive, it's never ruined my screen. I have a lot of people that ask me about that, but it never has any effect on my screen. So now I'm going to show you how to remove the screen protector the easiest way that I found possible. So what I would do is get like a little plastic pick or a little piece of plastic or something, nothing metal, and you want to like get it underneath one of the edges in the corner and just kind of just keep working at that one corner until you can get a little bit of the screen protector lifted up like I just did. So there I have one of the corners lifted. Now what you want to do is get like a credit card, maybe your fingernail, something like that. But you want to kind of work that all the way around the edge of the screen, and you can see it releasing from the phone as I'm moving down the line. Now if your screen is cracked and you want to do this, just be very careful. Be patient, be slow, don't go fast because it'll crack the screen even more, but just work your way all the way around the edge of the screen. And just keep going until you get the screen totally released from the phone. So now all the edges are released from the phone. You can kind of start pushing more very carefully into the center of the screen, and it'll slowly start to release. Until finally it totally releases and you can lift off the whole screen protector. Now as you can see, all the adhesive is pretty much on the glass protector itself. There's really nothing on the phone except for a couple pieces of the plastic little pick that I was just using. But it's really just that easy. And then you can just throw the screen protector away or do whatever you want. And here is the phone right after I took off the screen protector. As you can see, there's no damage to the screen, there's no residue, and it looks totally fine. So that was Whitestone Dome's premium dome glass screen protector. As you saw, it's really not that bad to install. Again, if you follow exactly the way that I did, you shouldn't have any problems. And if you do end up picking up the screen protector, let me know in the comments what your experience was. I'm really curious. And if you guys want to pick this up, again, I will be putting product links in the video description. If you enjoyed the video, it would really help out my channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.